Hello everybody, welcome back to Star Racing Collects, where today we are on our second last video for today.
So today's video is a huge thank you and shout out to one of my favorite channels. I have so much fun with him. RJ Collects Sets. Him being at 528 is a crying shame, to be honest with you. The guy knows so much about baseball. He has so many. He's a Mike Schmidt super collector. But he doesn't just collect Mike Schmidt, he also collects anything baseball related. Every one of his videos he does a Mike Schmidt item and then he does a random baseball item. And it could be anything from dirt from a stadium to a book to towels to plates. You never know what he's going to come up with, and he's got so much awesome stuff. It's not even funny. It's really, really cool seeing it. He only does baseball. As you know from one of our other videos, or from our video there, he had bought a box, and on one of our lives we just did, and everything that wasn't baseball he sent to us, and it was like 99% of the box. A lot of football, there was some racing, some non-sport, and that's why he thought of us, and I appreciate that so much, RJ. But what you're about to see is every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he does a video, and there's a trivia question. You email him with the answer. The answer doesn't even have to be right. And he will put you down on the wheel, and then he spins the wheel. The first person to hit 3 times wins the prize. It's always cards. Well, I shouldn't say always. 99% of the time it's a cards he's giving away. A card or cards. And he doesn't want anything back. He just does it. But he has so many awesome baseball stories. He's one of the most knowledgeable. I'll put his knowledge up against a lot of people on YouTube, because he knows a lot about the game, people. It's a lot of fun. It's amazing just to see his collection. He's a guy, I'd love to go to his house just to see his collection, because I know we're just scratching the surface with what we get to see on YouTube. So let's go and see what we got, because there's a lot of stuff here, because I win a few times. You can only win once a week on his channel, but I've been following RJ since I started on YouTube. He's one of my favorite guys. He's one of my favorite channels. I watch all his stuff, and even if I don't make it in time, I will still watch his videos and answer the questions if we're on holiday or something. It's just so much fun doing that. So we got a couple notes. We're gonna do the notes first. All right,
Jeff, congrats on your win. Thank you for all of your support. I threw in a few random cards. You and the boys always seem to enjoy these. Enjoy the cards.
that's yeah. He's always throwing extras in for the boys and I.
You will very obviously see what the extras are.
Yes, he did a set break, a box break, and it wasn't just baseball, so nobody wanted the baseball stuff, so he sent them all to us.
That is not the card. This is the note for that one.
This is the note for that card.
I'm talking like the cards that
Some of the
on
other
that
ones?
note.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious to see which ones are the ones he threw in. Jeff sent you and the boys all of the non-sport cards not claimed by anyone else. Thank you for all your support. Enjoy, RJ.
That's the type of guy he is. He's such an awesome guy. He does a great job on his channel, and it's a lot of fun. So go over there and sub him up, and let's see what we got for our wins.
So it's time for trivia.
Okay, this is the ones that he does. These are all the non-sport cards that nobody wanted.
That I just read.
That nobody else asked for, so he sent them all to us. Okay, go ahead.
So we're going to play random knowledge with my father.
We're going to see how dumb his father really is.
Correct. I'm going to ask him what these people did or what the thing did. So
Right.
Ulysses S. Grant, he did read. So what is he?
He is a Confederate general, Confederate general in the Civil War.
He's also the 18th U.S. president.
There you go. He's also the 18th U.S. president.
What about the Great Sphinx?
He just stands there and his nose fell off.
Yep.
It's from the gym.
John Pemberton.
I don't know.
It is historical.
No,
Army, injured near the end, addicted to morphine, a pharmacist. He is the man who made Coca-Cola.
Get the frick out of here.
John Pemberton.
My favorite frickin' drink, and I didn't even know who made it. All right, there you
John Pemberton made it. Harold Lloyd.
He's an actor.
What did he act in?
I have no clue. I'm guessing, by the way.
It was in the talkies era of Hollywood.
Oh, he's what, in the talkies? Okay, so he was one of the first actors once the movies had talkies. Went to talkies.
Yep. Orson Welles.
Minnie. Orson Welles is a director, best known for Citizen Kane.
It doesn't tell me. It's a small card. King Tut's tomb. What is that most well known for?
For having the dead guy laying in the thing.
No. It's because that was the. It was done. It was excavated in 1922.
Yeah, but there's a dead guy there.
Well, yeah, but
The pharaoh.
Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby shot JFK.
He claims he killed JFK.
Well, he claims, and then as the police were taking him either in or out of the jail, I can't remember which, he was shot by somebody and killed. So there's a conspiracy saying he might not have done it. He just took claim for it, but he's dead, so we really will never know.
We got Aladar.
He's a horse.
We got Jacqueline Kennedy.
That is JFK's wife.
It was.
It was.
C.W. Post.
He invented the post office. I have no clue.
2 years. He was a major step forward for the introduction of grape nut cereal.
Oh, post cereal. Okay, so there you go. This next one, he invented grape nut cereal.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Lustiana?
That is the sister ship to the Titanic, I think.
I think you're right. New York to Liverpool.
That is the ship that actually made it across where the Titanic didn't.
Assault.
It is a horse that won something.
Horse racing.
Horse racing.
I won't read it.
Okay.
Carlton Heston.
Charlton
Heston.
Charlton Heston. Huge actor. He was very, very popular in a lot of stuff.
I can't tell you. It doesn't tell me anything
Ben
on the
Hur
back.
Was one of them. I know that.
What about Claudette
Colbert. She's another talkie. She was one of the first actresses in talkies.
It Happened One Night.
There you go. It happened some
In the
night.
zany romantic comedy. It Happened One Night.
You know it's good when they say zany, folks.
Jimi Hendrix.
Guitar legend.
Butch Patrick. Well, that one's kind of obvious.
Monster, baby.
Joey Ramone.
One of my favorite bands, the Ramones, lead singer.
Chris McCarron.
He was a jockey that rode horses.
I actually think that this picture is supposed to go on top of that one.
Well, it would because he could ride that horse. Actually, if you look at his outfit,
I think it is. I think that's what it is.
I'm going to say he wrote Spectacular Bio.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going.
Frederick Valentich.
Oh, I'm going to say he's got like a German or Russian name, so.
Oh.
Is he the guy that killed Hitler?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
He claims to have. Well, he claimed to have seen a UFO.
Oh.
In Australia.
Okay.
And he disappeared with his plane without a trace.
There you go. So the UFO didn't like to be talked about, so he kidnapped him.
Bill Schumacher.
He is one of the most famous jockeys of all time.
Jackie.
Right in the
Wilson?
kisser. Right in the kisser. To the moon. He's an actor at The Honeymooners.
I'll tell you what.
What?
You got the quote wrong.
Oh, I know I did.
One of those days, Alice, straight to the moon.
Alice, straight to the moon.
That is the first line on the card.
Yep.
We got the Sphinx.
The Sphinx, still missing his nose.
Lindsay Wagner.
She was the Bionic Woman.
In what?
Speaking of that, in the TV show Bionic Woman.
Yep.
That is Lee Majors, who was the $6 million man, and then he was in Fall Guy.
Willie Nelson.
The biggest dope smoker. I think he does more than Snoop Dogg does.
Still
but he's
alive.
also a country singer.
He's 94 and still kicking.
And he outsmoked Snoop Dogg. He did actually. Snoop Dogg said he couldn't keep up with Willie.
Well, it's great because he's still alive and he released an album like
There you
2
go.
weeks ago.
Fay Wray was one of the original Scream Queens in horror movies.
Yep, she was King Kong's.
There you go.
She was the King Kong lady.
But she's classified as the first Scream Queen. So how did I do?
Well, I wasn't keeping score, and we still have more.
Oh. So far I think I got maybe 4 I didn't know.
Frederick Valentich.
That's the UFO dude.
Amelia Earhart's locket. It's her plane.
She was the first woman to try to. You're up a little high, by the way.
It's her plane.
You're up a little high, by the way.
It's fine. It's her plane.
Yes, but she is the first woman to try to go around the world, but she disappeared.
It was the same person as the Australian guy.
No.
It was the aliens.
No, it wasn't. Actually, they figured her crash, and they think they figured out where she crashed, and they figure big crabs got her.
Big crabs?
Big crabs that eat birds and stuff like that, like huge crabs.
William Randolph Hearst?
He looks like a mob guy.
He was. Cities gave him the power. Yellow journalism. Oh.
Sure.
Hearst took over his first newspaper, the San Francisco Examiner. So it looks
He's a
like
newspaper dude.
Yeah, nothing important.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Black activist, murdered.
Yep.
Patsy Cline, one of the biggest country singers of all times.
Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly. There is people that say if he didn't die in the plane crash, he would have been bigger than Elvis.
Red Pollard.
I'm going to say he's a jockey.
He is. Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's the oldest, I think, if I remember correct, that's the oldest form of paper ever known.
Oldest surviving record of manuscripts connected to Hebrew Bible canon.
There you go. Charlton Heston again. We already talked about him when he was a mini.
Loretta Swit.
Her claim to fame is she was Hot Lips Houlihan from MASH.
That is Swit.
Swit. Oh, sorry. The Mackinac Bridge is a bridge somewhere.
I will tell you. It is in in the Western Hemisphere. It is Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. It's the bridge that connects them.
Oh, there you go.
Amelia Cartwright.
Hold on, it connects the water, so you drive through the water.
Yes,
and
sir.
Then you take the bridge, so you can go to the other water. Okay, good. Angela Cartwright.
Actor.
I'm not sure.
It is The Sound of Music.
Oh, there you go. She's one of the kids. Hank Williams is they call him the grandfather of country music.
Vivian Light.
Vivian Lee is another scream queen, but she was an actor. She's an actress, but she was another scream queen.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Is that a horror movie?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember her from Gone with the Wind though. Liberace.
Yeah.
He was a singer and pianist and very, very flamboyant.
Also, he made the Liberace, or is that what it's called?
He is Liberace.
No, I was saying it wrong.
Northern Dancer is a horse. Maybe that's the one the other guy drove.
Charismatic Kennedy Showdown.
Shadows Nixon. That's when Kennedy, they had a debate, and that's what won the election for him over Nixon.
Don Knotts.
One of the funniest guys ever. Him on Three's Company was the best, Mr. Roper.
And, well, actually, I know him more from the Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith Show. He was on the Apple Dumpling Gang. That is the Wright brothers, the first people to successfully fly an airplane.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Same as the Mini.
Captain Edward Smith.
That's the captain from the Titanic.
Model T Ford.
The first car ever made.
We got P.T. Barnum
and Bailey Circus.
Carl...
Alfalfa Switzer. That was Alfalfa from the Little Rascals.
Bill Schumacher.
Still riding horses.
And Fatty
Arbuckle is an actor. He was a very famous actor from back in the day, but I couldn't tell you what he's in.
He was in the Keystone Cops comedy.
Yes. Okay.
Which eventually earned him $1 million per year. It earned a $1 million per year contract in the 1910s, 1920s.
So there you go. I think I did okay with these. Are they done now?
Yeah, that's it.
I did better in that pile than I did in the first pile.
So, we have a note with a box, and I will not go through the box.
No, we'll leave it sealed box.
JR took a while, but here is a Fleer box set
for you.
For you from my 500 subscriber contest. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the set, RJ.
What he did is his 500 subscribers. He did 10 winners. AJ ended up with second. You're gonna have to wait for his video because he's gonna do that on his channel because he won. To me, should have been the #1 prize, but it is awesome.
What was the
second.
#1 prize? You can't even remember now, can you?
It was a.
Nope, he can't
a
remember.
a cloth banner from years and years ago.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, and then from 4th to 10th, he gave away team sets, and JR got one of them, and this is the team set he got, which we did not have we had one card out.
2 last time he checked.
No, I checked after we won. Did you show him it?
I showed
Baseball. You didn't show him what the actual prize or set was.
Baseball Exciting Stars
from what year?
87.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay, we got.
Okay, now these are just normal cards
that
we've won. Now sometimes it's one card, sometimes it can be up to 4 cards or whatever he feels like.
I took them out, so they're all mixed together, so they're all from different.
And these are all just
packages.
Yeah, these are all the ones I've won all together.
We got Marshall.
No, Marsh. Brandon Marsh.
Hank Aaron.
Hammer and Hank.
Pat Hentgen.
I'm going to say that's one of the ones he threw in.
Jeff Kent.
I'm going to say that's one of the ones he threw in. Oh, this is definitely ones that he threw in.
Rashad Evans. Anderson Silva.
The Spider, nice.
Demetrius Johnson. And Michael Bishop.
Bisping. He's one of the Ultimate Fighter winners.
I think this is actually a set that we don't have.
It is a set we don't have, so now we gotta. Thanks, RJ. Another set I gotta make now.
It is a subset that you don't have.
Well, it didn't have. Maybe it'll be one of the ones we already started.
I don't think so. It's from 2015.
But chances are those are the ones that he added was the UFC ones.
That's the one from the one note.
Yeah.
We got
more.
Sandy Koufax.
Oh, nice.
Ted Williams.
Hall of Famers.
And we have Adley Rushman. Prospect
card. Can't go wrong with that.
All right. We have 2 more left. I'll do that one last.
Okay.
We got Nolan Ryan on sticker.
That is the last one I won. Actually, that one just arrived Tuesday.
Most recent. Then we got a Tony Fernandez magnet.
He went and he found somewhere a whole great big box of these magnets. And he asked if anybody wanted one, and I said I'd like the Blue Jay one, which was Tony Fernandez. He's actually been selling them on eBay, and some of them he's been getting anywhere from $10 to I think $40 for different ones.
Nice.
And it's funny because some of the bigger names aren't the ones he's getting $40 for. It's like some of the, I'm going to say more player or team stars, not really player stars, I would call them, but they were stars of some of the teams, and he's been making his money back huge on them. But this is one of the ones he had that it was a Blue Jay, and I definitely wanted it. It's going to stay in the wrapper and everything else.
It's actually going to stay on the puck.
Oh, it's going to stay. Oh, that's the.
We're not doing a card of the day.
Oh, we're doing a magnet of the day? So there you go, folks. So if you haven't done it yet, please go sub up to RJ Collect Sets. Like I said, you've seen it here. He's such an awesome guy. It's a lot of fun, and if you want to hear stories, I love putting his stuff, even stuff I've heard before. I'll make a playlist while I'm going through cards and just listening to all the stories and everything that he talks about, because he has so much knowledge. It's a lot of fun, like I said. So go get into his giveaways and stuff. It's a lot of fun. When you sub him up, tell him the magnet of the day. Oh, how's that, Jared? Magnet of the video that Tony Fernandez sent you. Thanks again, RJ. With that, I want to thank everybody for watching, and
have a magnificent fucking good day.
Thanks, everybody.
A magnificent?
Yes. Magnificent.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.